हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द जैन लीजेंड्स ट्यूटोरियल। तो आज हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं 12th कॉमर्स। सब्जेक्ट इज़ OCM, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड मैनेजमेंट, चैप्टर 1, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, पेज नंबर 9। क्वेश्चन इज राइट द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ साइंटिफिक मैनेजमेंट। दिस प्रिंसिपल आर एज फॉलोज। देर आर 6 प्रिंसिपल। फर्स्ट, साइंस, नॉट रूल ऑफ थंब। सेकेंड, हार्मोनी, नॉट डिस्कॉर्ड। थर्ड, मेंटल रिवॉल्यूशन। फोर्थ, कोऑपरेशन, नॉट इंडिविजुअलिज्म। फिफ्थ, division of responsibility. Sixth, development of employer and employees for greater efficiency and maximum prosperity. First point, science, not rule of thumb. In order to increase organizational efficiency, the rule of thumb method should be substituted with the methods developed through scientific analysis of work. Rule of thumb decisions are based on personal judgment of the manager. Taylor insisted upon scientific method for every small work. This principle is concerned with selecting the best way of performing a job after scientific analysis of that job and not by trial and error methods. Standard required time and standard output should be defined by the manager. This will help in saving time and human energy and will result into expected standard output. According to Taylor, even a small production activity like loading iron sheets into boxcars can be scientifically planned. Second, harmony, not discord. According to this principle, there should be harmony between the employees and management. This coordination will help in minimizing conflicts between them. Perfect understanding between employees and management will be helpful in creating healthy work environment for achieving the desired goal, that is success. Organizations should think about maximum prosperity of employees also. Third point is mental revolution. Taylor introduced the concept of mental revolution. This principle focuses on changes in the attitude of employees and management towards each other. Both should realize their equal importance in organization. They should give full cooperation for achieving goal of organization. This will increase productivity and profits. Fourth point is cooperation, not individualism. This principle emphasizes on mutual cooperation between workforce, that is employees and management. Due to cooperation, trust, team spirit, etc., internal competitions will turn into healthy working environment. Management should always consider the suggestions given by employees in decision making process. Employees should be treated as an integral part of organization in all respects. At the same time, employees should resist themselves from going on strikes and making unnecessary demands from management. They should treat each other as two pillars of organization. Fifth point is division of responsibility. Proper division of work should always be accompanied with division of responsibilities between the manager and employees. Major planning is done by the top and middle level management authorities, whereas employees are concentrating on its execution. The reporting is done as per the instructions given by their superiors. Managers should always help, encourage and guide the employees. It helps for best performance of managers as well as employees. Sixth point is development of employer and employees for greater efficiency and maximum prosperity. Best performance of any organization always depends on the skills and capabilities of its employees to a great extent. Thus, providing training and development programs to the employees whenever required is very essential. It ultimately affects the profitability of the organization. Each employee should be given proper opportunity to attain greater efficiency and maximum prosperity.